My dear friends, do you really want moksha? How many of you are looking for moksha? How many of you are on this call because चलता है कुछ ना कुछ सीखेंगे, कुछ खुशी होगी, some happiness. But how many of you, like I know Ashok Maheshwari was on the call. Ashok Maheshwari tells me, I don't want anything. He is the man who has told me 1,000 times. He has told me 1,000 times, I want nirvana, mukti, moksha, enlightenment, salvation. Now, I don't know how much Ashok wants it, only Ashok knows. But, but I know one thing. So Ashok, today is your topic, Ashok Maheshwari. Today is your topic. Do you really want moksha? My dear friends, moksha is not for everybody. Don't think moksha. Do you think anybody can get moksha? No. So with that note, Sip Raja, Sip Girish, Sip Ajitek, Sip Ashok, Sip Pankaj, Sip Ashok, Sip Atmatray, Sip Bliko, Sip Motkuranand, Sip Bliss, Sip Rajaratnam. I'm seeing you after a long time. I hope you are well. Sudeep, audio video is okay? Sip Sudeep, Sip Parvatiyama, Sip Samatma, Sip Hitkari ji, welcome. Sip Kundan, Sip Raju, Sip Eru, Sip Ru Mataji, Sip Yogini, Sip Ru, Sip Rekha, Sip Sagai, Sip Ashok Nichani. And I know that Chidanand, our dear Sunil Chittal, is there and he's on the call because I can see his picture. So, my dear friends, the question is, do you really want moksha? Only a few wise people in this world seek moksha. You know, the rest, they are seeking rubbish. They are seeking what my guru's guru used to say, Ratan Tyag, Kodi Sang Rachai. You are leaving the diamonds, the real crystals of life, and you are picking up stones. Oh, fool. This is what Chinmayananda said. Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Muramatai. Oh, fool. Oh, fool. This is the word of Adi Shankara. Adi Shankara said, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. What did he mean? Oh, you fool. At that time, somebody was learning grammar. Adi Shankara said, what will you get? What are you learning? Mathematics and computer science? Oh, you fool. That was also computer science. I'm just telling you in today's context. They were learning grammar. What will you get? What will you get, my dear friends? Do you really want moksha? Moksha, moksha. Today, we are going to get into the depth. What is moksha? Some people don't know. Moksha is liberation from the cycle of death and rebirth and uniting with the divine. Some people call it nirvana, some people call it salvation, some people call it liberation. Names are plenty. But it is only those people who are serious about this, they attain the ultimate goal of life. I'm telling you, if you get everything, but don't get moksha, then what have you got? If you get everything, you may be chasing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, you get it all. I was. Like a madman, I was chasing. I chased, I got. And I realized, what have you got? And then I stopped. I turned. I moved on. My dear friends, what you have to remember is this. नाटक उसका है ये, संगीत भी उसकी है, हम तो बस कलाकार हैं, हम आते हैं जाते हैं, मर्जी जो है उसकी वो मंजूर करना है, ये जीवन उनकी कृपा है, हमको अर्पण करना है, जो भी होता वो उसकी मर्जी है, नाटक भी उसकी माया है, लीलाएं उसकी, हम तो बस कलाकार हैं, उसकी जो मर्जी होती है, कर्मों के हिसाब पे धरती ये चलती है, जैसा जो भी है करता, वैसा वो ही है भरता। पुनर्जन्म लेना है इस रंग मंच पे, जो सोचे हम तन मन है, उसको वापस जीना है। जिसको एहसास होता है वो आत्मा है, वो तो मुक्ति आता है। योग में वो रहते और प्रभु को ही चाहते, निर्वाणा मोक्ष पाते हैं। Are you seeking the divine? Are you seeking the divine? Are you seeking Lord? Yesterday, in the last 2-3 days in Iceland, I recorded only one bhajan. Only one bhajan. What is the bhajan I recorded? तू मेरी जिंदगी हो, तुम मेरी जिंदगी है, तू ही मेरे सब कुछ, तू ही, तुझ बिन कुछ नहीं है। तू मेरी जिंदगी है, तू मेरी हर खुशी है। Are we able to say this? तुझ बिन तो कुछ भी नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं है। तुझ बिन मैं कुछ भी नहीं, कुछ भी नहीं है। Are we able to look at the divine and see the bliss, the anand in this world of material things? Are we able to see beyond the material things and take that route to moksha? One who really wants moksha, only that person can go forward. There's a method. There's a method to be liberated, and people don't know the method. What is the way to escape this rebirth on earth? There is a way. It starts with mukti, freedom, and then it goes on to moksha. It's not easy. This Rumi had a beautiful story. Rumi had a story he used to tell people, come. He took them and he showed them. There was a farmer who kept digging wells. He did one well, second well, third well, fourth well, fifth well, sixth well. No water. No water. Then Rumi, he and his bachus, they went to that farmer and they told that farmer, Pani chahiye? Farmer said, haan, pani chahiye. The farmer said, dekho, 10 places I have dug the well, there's no water. Rumi and his boys, they sat with the farmer and they started digging. And they dig, and they dug, 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 till they found water in the same place. Not in like the farmer in the 10 different places. What are we doing? Kali Mata ki jai ho, no moksha. Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, no moksha. Ganapati Bappa, Moria, no moksha. Then you go on and you go on. Alleluia, Alleluia, no moksha. We are trying to find God. How will you find God? You can't find God. God is not something available in supermarket. Don't go thinking you're shopping. One religion to second religion, one guru to another guru. You go and you bow down there. Swamiji, आपका हाथ ऊपर रखो. स्वामी जी आपका हाथ ऊपर रखो. स्वामी बस आपका हाथ रखने से क्या होगा? बेवकूफ, हाथ रखने से क्या होगा? उठो जागो. Sometimes we go to the Guruji and say, Guruji, आप और कुछ मत करो. I used to do it. Once my guru, I have told Ashok Nishan, I told the story. Once my guru came to my office and told him, Dadaji. He said, what? I said, Dadaji, please, Dadaji, ये मेरी कुर्सी है, ये कुर्सी का थोड़ा आशीर्वाद करो. तो दादा बोला, क्यों कुर्सी की क्यों आशीर्वाद करूं? ये कुर्सी पे मैं रोज बैठता हूं, तो ये कुर्सी को आप ब्लेस करो. तो what दादाजी did? Dadaji came and said, Agarbatti do Agarbatti. Then he took 2 Agarbattis, he lit the Agarbatti, and he said, he went, dear chair, My dear Ravi wants me to bless the chair in which he sits. May the chair be blessed so that when he sits in this chair, he is enlightened. Then I started laughing. My Guruji did something which made me realize what a fool I am. Aren't we fools, my dear friends? We are digging wells in so many places. We are not digging the well in the right place with the consistency. We are going here. A, B, C, D. What will you get with A, B, C, D? Stick to the point. Stick to what you want. That is one thing that we want, and that is moksha. We want enlightenment. We want, that is the goal. And how do you do it? Freedom from rebirth, the way to eternal happiness, liberation from triple suffering, freedom from no pain of the body, misery of the mind, agony of the ego. How will you realize that? Is there a way? Of course there is a way. What is the way, my dear friends? This is the challenge for us to realize. We must realize the way to reach that. जब से एहसास हुआ कि मैं तन मन नहीं हूं मैं, सच में तो मैं हूं एक आत्मा. Have you heard this song? Have you heard? जो भी जीता जग में दुखी वो होता, पर दुखी क्यों वो होता है? होता नहीं होता है? जो भी जीता जग में दुखी वो होता, पर दुखी वो क्यों होता है? बदन को दर्द होता ये मन तो है रोता, बदन को दर्द होता ये मन तो है रोता, अहंकार दुखी क्यों है होता, अहंकार ये दुखी क्यों है होता? पर जिसको एहसास होता है कि वो तन नहीं मन नहीं वो है आत्मा, पर जिसको एहसास होता है कि वो तन नहीं मन नहीं वो है आत्मा, तीनों पीड़ाओं से वो मुक्त होता है, पाता है वो सच्चिदानंदा आनंदा. जब से एहसास हुआ कि ये तन तो नहीं हूं मैं, मन भी नहीं मैं हूं आत्मा, तब से संसार के दुखों से मुक्त हुआ मैं, मुझको मिल गया निर्वाणा परमात्मा. क्या आप परमात्मा चाहते हैं, निर्वाण चाहते हैं, या भेलपुरी चाहते हैं? मोस्ट ऑफ अस वी से थोड़ा somebody told me ना, वो तुम दिल्ली जा रहे हो, मेरे लिए वो सूजी वाला पानी पूरी लेके आना. ऐसे वो क्या है सूजी वाला? somebody said नहीं मुझे बहुत पसंद है वो दिल्ली से ना सूजी वाला पानी पूरी. ऐसा ठीक है सूजी वाला पानी पूरी लेके आता. क्या क्या सूजी वाला पानी? I'm not saying you should not enjoy these things, my friends. Don't take me wrong. What I'm saying, don't lose your focus. Don't lose your focus. I am not saying don't enjoy tandoori parathas and don't enjoy paneers and makhanwalas. No, I also enjoy it. But don't lose your focus. Have that intense desire for moksha. Intense. Don't say wish. Oh yeah, very good. And then otherwise, the next janama. Next janama, if you're a pig, then what happens? What if you become a suar ke bacha? If you become suar, they say na suar ka bacha. Hindi movie mein bolta nahi bolta. What if you become suar ka bacha? I mean suar only. Don't think I'm telling gali, man. Suar ka bacha, to suar se hi suar ka bacha paida hoga na. So what will you become suar? Some people, they don't mind if you call them suar, but you can't say suar ka bacha because that means मेरे माँ बाप सुअर हो गए. लेकिन क्यों गुस्सा करते हो? तुम सुअर है, तुम्हारा माँ बाप भी सुअर ही बनेगा ना, थोड़ी कुत्ता बनेगा. So the point is, we human beings, we don't understand basic reality of life. We human beings don't wish for moksha. Moksha is, you know, they said If beggars, if wishes were horses, then beggars would ride. If wishes were horses, then beggars would ride. Matlab ye kya, people say law of attraction. Oh, law of attraction say you will get nirvana. You will get, sorry, you cannot get nirvana. You cannot get moksha, law of attraction. You need mumukshutva. You need mumukshutva, deep yearning, deep longing, the triple yearning. What did our Guruji taught us? What is the triple yearning? More than a miser yearns for gold, more than a lover yearns for its beloved, more than a child yearns for its mother whom it has just lost. Have that deep yearning. That's why this new bhajan that I wrote in Iceland 2 days back. What a bhajan. तू मेरी जिंदगी है, तू मेरी हर खुशी है, तुझ बिन मैं कुछ भी नहीं, सब कुछ तू ही है तू. You must have that on your lips. Huh, Ashok? You know what you must tell Ashok? छोड़ के दुनिया सारी तुझको मैं चाहूं, छोड़ के दुनिया सारी तुझको मैं चाहूं, एक तू ही चाहूं और कुछ भी ना चाहूं, तू ही मेरी पहली ख्वाहिश, तुम ही आखिरी हो, तू मेरी जिंदगी. Can we make that deep yearning? Huh? Some people cannot even make one cup of chai properly because they will put the chai in the thing. It will not yet be hot. They will shift it to the next stove. How doing that? You can't even make chai. Even for chai to boil, you must keep in the same stove for it to heat. But you have habit of, they say fidgety. एक स्टोव से निकाल के दूसरा स्टोव में लगे, दूसरा स्टोव से निकाल के एक पहला स्टोव में. कैसा चाय कैसे बनेगी? My dear friends, you have to be willing to pay the price. You have to be willing to not only go on the quest, but becoming one with the divine. It's not very easy. It's not very difficult. I'm telling you both ways. Once some person went to a very enlightened saint and asked that saint, why are there so many people having misery? Why so many people in this world all unhappy? You are talking nirvana, you are talking moksha, rubbish. He told the saint, what's all this rubbish? How come everybody's unhappy? So he asked him, yes, is it so? He said, yeah, come to my village, everybody's unhappy. So the saint told the man, go to your village. And he gave him a paper, write all the names of the people and ask them what all they are seeking. So one person, he went, he said, I'm wanting mere biwi ko bachcha nahi hua hai, mujhe bachcha chahiye. So first family said, mujhe bachcha chahiye. Second family said, mera beta bada ho gaya hai, I want wife for my son. The third family, one girl said, I want my mehbooba. So one person wants mehbooba, one person wants son, one person wants marriage. When that man came back to the saint, he asked him, now tell me, how many people in the village want enlightenment? How many people want moksha? Not even one. Not even one. Huh? Do you all know in your life, how many people you know in your life who want moksha? इत करिए, कितने दोस्त हैं आपके जिनको मोक्षा चाहिए? जानते हैं आप? Very few. Very few. You may be one blessed person who wants moksha. You want to know how many people want moksha? I will tell you. Look at the screen. You will find all the people on the screen. They come for this call every day. Why do they come for this call every day? Because they want nirvana, because they want moksha. So my dear friends, what is the method to get moksha? If you don't get moksha, you will come back and you will suffer again and again and again. Therefore, they said in the Sanatana Dharma, they said, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. This is called Purushartha. Purushartha means even thousands of years ago, first you learn Dharma, then you earn Artha, then you become a Grahastha with Kama, and then you attain ultimately Moksha. Moksha is the ultimate purpose of life. We have to reach that. Very often I have told you all, if you want to reach Moksha, There are 4 doors. The 4 doors of moksha are discrimination or vivek, dispassion or vairagya, renunciation, detachment, discipline or shat sampat, and desire for the divine, desire for liberation, mumukshutva. I have told you, you need vivek, vairagya, shat sampat, mumukshutva. This should be on your fingertips because this is the way to attain enlightenment. Hidkariji, have I told you all the story of that lady who wanted enlightenment? She was sitting quietly. For 4 days, she was sitting quietly. Ashok Nishan, you remember the story? This lady was sitting quietly for 4 days. And one man came and told her, what, you fool lady, foolish lady, what, you're sitting quietly for 4 days? She told him, shh, shh, don't disturb me. He said, what is disturbing? I'm sitting watching you from 4 days. From 4 days, you're just sitting and doing nothing. You lazy old woman. What are you doing from 4 days? The lady said, keep quiet. I have to train 2 hawks, 2 eagles, 2 rabbits, 1 snake, 1 donkey, 1 lion. The man looked and he saw. He said, where are the hawks and eagles and snakes and lion? I can't see anything. What are you talking? Mad? Are you mad? He asked that lady. Then the lady said, see, I have to train. The 2 hawks are my 2 eyes. My 2 eyes are looking here and there, going here and there. I have to train 2 eagles. They are 2 hands. They are going on grabbing this, grabbing that, grabbing this, grabbing that. I have to train the 2 rabbits. You see rabbits running here and there. They're to my feet. My feet are running here and there. And I have to train the donkey. Where's the donkey? So this body is donkey now. This body is nothing but a donkey. I'm trying to train the donkey. And I have to train the snake. The snake is locked in a cage with 32 bars. 32 bars, the snake is locked, but still I have to train. Where's the snake? Have you trained your dirty tongue? Huh? How you say, you say all those things. Then you feel sorry. Then you feel ashamed. You can't even look your eye up like that and see because you feel ashamed of yourself. Yeah, but that's the snake. The tongue is like a snake. And it's controlled by whom? By the lion, the ego. Uda. Ego. And the donkey. Oh, she didn't tell about donkey? That biggest donkey. The mind. The biggest donkey, the mind. Small donkey, body. Big donkey, mind. So, my dear friends, are we using? How many, every time on this call, I give you all tips. I gave you all magic. If you want the magic to enlightenment, I told you. Mumukshutvam. Ask Guru, Guru's guidance, the grace of the divine. Ignorance. Remove the I, ignorance. Be in consciousness. Do you remember? I try to give you all tips. I try to give you all tips how to learn to reach that state. But we forget. Why we forget? Because our rabbits, which are 2 rabbits, the 2 feet are running here and there. That snake, it's going here and there. How will we attain? Therefore, you must have ways of doing it. For example, the moon. Do you ever look at the moon and get inspired? I do. Whenever I look at the moon, what do I say? I say, चंदा आसमां में प्रेरित करता है, जो भी हो दुनिया में चांद तो चमकता है, योगी भी योग में रहे माया में ना फंसता है, योगी प्रभु से ना योग तोड़े, योगी तो हमेशा योग में है चांद जैसे योगी भी चमकता है. Do you shine? Sunshine, divine. Do you shine like the moon? Huh? Do you? चंदा चंदा तो आसमां में अकेला सूर्य को ही देखता है, सूर्य को सदा चाहता है. The moon, it's focused on the sun. Huh? That's not that one day the moon is looking at the sun, one day it is looking at Neptune, one day it is looking at Saturn, one day it is looking at Mars. Huh? Is it like that? Is the moon fickle-minded? Is the moon defocused? The moon is focused. The moon is looking only at the sun. सूर्य की रोशनी से जीता, रोशनी फिर धरती को देता, चंदा तो सूर्य के लिए जीता है. मुक्ति चाहता है, मोक्ष चाहता है, योगी भी निर्वाणा चाहता है. धरती से वो कुछ ना चाहता है, योग में हमेशा वो जीता है, योग में हमेशा वो जीता है. My dear friends, if you can be like that, then you can attain moksha. Concentrate on being in consciousness. Don't be fickle-minded. Don't get carried away by this material world. Don't get carried away by little pleasures of life. Learn to commit yourself to moksha. Learn to commit yourself to enlightenment. That is the biggest gift. Some of you, you know what? Some of you say, I'll give 10% to enlightenment. Some of you say, no, I'll give 24%. Some of you say 50%. Some of you only weekdays. Weekends I cannot give to enlightenment. Only Monday to Friday. And okay, fine. It's your choice. You give whatever you want. But you are the loser. You are the loser if you don't give your life to enlightenment, if you don't give your life to moksha. You are the loser. I have given my life completely. I have given my life completely. I am the happiest man in the world. I try to share with you all. If you want moksha, take it. You don't want. I told you the process of pirlu. Purification, illumination, realization, liberation, unification. What happens with that? The moment there is pirlu, then nirvana jo hai pata, na marta hai na fir jeeta, khud ka ehsaas ho jata, atma parmatma ho jata, na tan man buddhi hu main na, aur chahta bhi main kuch na, hu main bas ek atma, bas prabhu ko hi main chahta. Are you like that? Are you seeking the divine and the divine alone? I am seeking only the divine. I want only the divine. I don't want anything but the divine. And I am in yoga. I live like a yogi. I live in the states of yoga, the 5 states of yoga. But I don't dip in bhoga. Because the minute you dip in bhoga, you're dead. I gave you all a few days back 8-step method to moksha. I think Ashok Maheshwari, you missed this 8-step method. It is first, live like a yogi. Second, consciousness. Third, as the divine instrument. Fourth, don't create extra karmas. Fifth, live as a jivan mukta, sthit pragya. Sixth, seek only God and liberation. 7, live as the soul, manifestation of the divine. And 8, experience the divine in one and all. Before I close, let me tell you, there was one person who kept on asking his guru, how can I get moksha? How can I get God? How can I get moksha? How can I get God? So the guru told him, this is the method. This is the method. You have to have vivek, vairagya, shat, shampak, mumukshutva. You have to have this, and you have to have this, and you have to have this, and you have to have this. But then he kept asking, why? Why like this? Why like that? Why like this? Why like that? Why God made this suffering in this world? Why God created death? Why God created karma? So the guru did not know how to explain to this fellow, but one day he got idea. He told that fellow, okay, I'll explain everything to you. I'm very thirsty. Bring me water. I'm very thirsty. Bring me water. So the fellow went. He cleaned one nice copper vessel, one matka, and he brought clean water for the guru and came. He said, Guruji, water. The guru got angry. Hey, you bloody fool! You nonsense fellow, rubbish fellow. What I asked you, what you brought, idiot, nonsense. This man got so angry. What happened? What I asked you to bring? You asked me to bring water. What have you brought? I brought water. No, not water. You brought one copper vessel. Did I ask for copper vessel? No, but without copper vessel, how will I bring the water? Then the boy understood. The boy understood, without the copper vessel, how could I bring the water? I need the copper vessel. Na? So we need all these vessels. We need these vessels to fill our head with moksha. We need a vessel of mumukshatva. We need one vessel of bhakti. We need one vessel of jnana. We need one vessel of prema yoga. We need these vessels. We don't understand. How could that boy bring water without the vessel? But he is questioning. We are questioning. Why this? Why we must? Why vairagya? Why? I'm telling no, you must give full commitment to enlightenment. Some of you ask why? Why not part-time? Why not? I want part-time enlightenment. You are not understanding. You are not understanding. You cannot have part-time enlightenment. Just like that man needed the copper vessel to bring water. You need full-time commitment. I'm committed full-time. I am living like that. Remember one thing before I close. At death, two things can happen. One, either you will get moksha. Two, you will come back to this earth and you will suffer rebirth again and again. The choice is yours. My dear friends, today the subject is very clear. The subject is, do you really want moksha? What is the subject? Do you really want moksha? That is the subject. If you really want moksha, it's not for everybody. Liberation from this world and unification is same as salvation or nirvana. This is the ultimate goal. And you can get moksha if you realize you are not body, mind, ego, you are the divine soul. You must realize you are SIP. And the method is given to you. The method is Vivek, Vairagya, Shat, Shampat, Mumukshutva. The method is magic. The method is 8 steps to liberation. The method is known to you. Fill the vessels. Fill the vessels of your life with yoga, not with bhoga. Some of us get carried away, my friends. I feel so sad. I know some of you are very keen to attain moksha, but you are pulled. Somebody's father, somebody's mother, somebody's husband, wife, somebody's children, somebody's friends, somebody's neighbors. They pull us away from moksha. अगर तुम्हें सब कुछ मिला लेकिन मोक्षा नहीं मिला तो फिर क्या मिला? तुम्हें अगर सब कुछ मिला और मोक्षा नहीं मिला तो क्या मिला? I am telling you this from my personal experience. The one and only thing we should seek is moksha. And I'm asking you this question again. Are you really seeking moksha? Don't tell me, yeah, every morning and night. Every morning and night I'm seeking moksha. Full day I'm busy with my work. Don't tell me. Only weekends moksha. Weekend moksha. Monday to Friday I'm in office. No. Moksha is a 24/7 game. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want, but be in consciousness. You do whatever you want, but be in yoga. You do whatever you want, but don't lose your focus, your commitment, your dedication. I'm doing it. I'm in Iceland, but where is my focus? Yogi jo yog mein sada hi rahe, Prabhu ke yog mein rahe. So I want you all to, next week we will talk about Viveka Chudamani. Next week, Viveka Chudamani will be the topic next Friday. But administrator, let us get to question answers. Next week, many of you don't understand the meaning of Vivek Chudamani. We will explain that next week. Chalo, let us get on to question and answers. Yes, who's the champion today? Who's going to ask the first question? And without asking question, you can't get moksha. Only by asking questions. All the time. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. It should not. Have you ever seen that this earth stops rotating? Have you ever seen that you stop breathing? No, the moment you stop breathing, you're dead. Finished. That's how. Yes, who's asking us question on moksha?
शिवोहम सर.
Shivam Yogini.
श्वास श्वास से याद करना है कि मुझे मोक्ष चाहिए. This is the practice I am doing, but yet I am not got enlightened.
Because
I believe that I am doing.
Because you are distracted by something. What you know, I don't know. That's why I tell you, सांसों की माला में सिमरू मैं पी का नाम. सांसों की माला में. The problem is this, Yogini. I told you, don't think it will work in part-time manner. It cannot. This should not stop. Whatever you're doing, I'm not telling you don't do. You do whatever you're doing. But छोड़ू ना मैं उसका हाथ, वो है मेरे भोलेनाथ, भोलेनाथ जो मेरे साथ. Don't leave that hand. One hand you don't leave. What some of you do? You don't. Then one hand you leave. Then you're gone for 3 hours for movie. 3 hours when you go for movie, where is your yoga? 3 hours your movie, you are watching some garbage. Now after that garbage, you want to come back. Even if you're watching a movie, don't lose consciousness. Even if you're having chai pakoda, you're eating paratha in a dhaba, enjoy. Don't lose consciousness. I am the divine Atma. You're losing, I'm telling you without questioning you further. You're losing the connection. If you are a yogi, you cannot lose the connection with the divine.
तो मैं क्या करूं सर? मैं नहीं जाऊं कहीं भी क्या?
जाओ. Okay, I'll tell you. You do one thing. You will do one thing from today onwards. Promise me. No, promise you will. Promise me. Promise me.
I promise.
From today onwards, I want to see. In your left hand, I want you to tie a white kerchief.
Okay.
In your left hand, I want to tie a white kerchief. And you never take it out. If you take it out, another white kerchief should be there, which you're washing the first one. Wherever you are there, this white kerchief will remind you to be a yogi. This because the white kerchief, even your movie also, no, you'll see the white kerchief. If you're dancing also, white kerchief will be there. Even if you're having coffee in Starbucks, white kerchief should be there. You're going for a wedding. Don't say, I'm going for a wedding, I'll remove the white kerchief. No, you cannot remove the white kerchief 24/7 except when you're having shower. You remove the white kerchief, put it back on. You see how your life will change. And this white kerchief, I'm giving you as an example, is holding you on to yoga, holding you on to the divine. White. That's why I'm insisting on the word white. Don't put red and green and yellow. Then you will become holy.
Thank you.
So you try. I mean, see, my job as a mentor to you is to give you some ideas. My job, I can take you to the edge of moksha. I can't fill you with moksha.
I will do this, sir.
Next, please. Next question. And remember, only when she asked a question, she got the answer. Some of you don't ask questions, you'll never get the answer. So you have to ask questions. Whoever you are, doesn't matter. Wherever you are, doesn't matter. You have to ask questions. Ask. In the Upanishad, this is Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Nidhi dhyasana is aparoksh anubhuti. Aparoksh anubhuti will happen only when Shravana Manana. Koham, 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 soham, soham. First you have to ask. Yes, please. Who's going next?
Shivoham, AiR.
Shivoham. Yes, please, Rekha.
Like day to day, any petty problems rises also, but I calm myself and I am in peace because I tell myself I am the divine soul. And but Prem Yoga is a bit difficult sometimes.
Prema Yoga is difficult because you're having expectations and you're having conditions in your love.
Okay.
Because the moment you have conditions and expectations, Prema Yoga will go to the flush.
Hmm.
It will go down the commode. Prema Yoga means you love without condition. You love without expectation. You love the divine. You don't see the shaitan. You see the Bhagwan. What's the problem? Why you think, Jattu, you told me why you said Prema Yoga has some little problem? Because you're looking at the shaitan. You're looking at the problem, mistakes in the person who you have, Prema Yoga is with. Right or wrong? Am I right or am I wrong?
You're right.
But you're looking at the mistake of the body. You have to look at the soul. The soul is not making a mistake.
Correct.
If you're drinking a glass of kadwa pani, if you're drinking a glass of kadwa pani, will you throw the kadwa pani in the gutter or you will break the glass?
I'll throw the pani in the gutter.
Yeah, but you're breaking the glass. Na?
Yeah.
You're not. Why are you blaming the glass? What is the fault of the glass? When I do Prema Yoga, my Prema Yoga is for the divine. And that divine, my Prema Yoga is unconditional. My Prema Yoga is no expectation. So it is Ananda. So it is for the divine. It is not for the skin. It is for the one that is within.
Yes.
So, and you also said, I tell myself I am the soul. No, you cannot tell yourself you are the soul.
No, I tell.
You have
I
to,
don't tell. I realize. I know. I know I am the soul.
if you live as the soul, then there's no problem. See, let me tell you one thing, Rekha. As long as we are caught in this samsara, we will suffer.
Yes.
And we are too attracted towards samsara. We are too attracted towards pleasures, people, possessions. We are too attracted. Why I am happy? Look at me. Why am I happy? Is it because of my possessions?
No.
Is it because of people?
No.
Is it because of pleasure?
No.
I am happy because I am in Nirvana. I am in that state of Ananda. You have to be in that state of Ananda.
Yes.
Sat Chit Ananda. You have to be in that. You have to be in that state of Sat Chit Ananda. Okay, Atmatray.
Thank you, AiR.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Shivoham.
Sir, when sun are touching my feet, body feet, so what benediction I have to give? Best benediction.
Tell him. Tell him.
Yeah.
May you realize that the one who is touching the feet is more divine than the one whose feet you are touching.
Okay.
Tell him, may you realize that the one who is touching the feet is more divine than the feet that you are touching.
Okay. Very nice.
Every time you tell him the same thing. Repeat. Repeat what I told. My dear son, my dear son, may you realize that the one who's touching the feet is far more divine than the feet you are touching.
Okay. Very good.
If he listens to this 100 times, no, Atmatray. If he listens to this 100 times, one day his spark will come. What my father is telling.
Okay.
First day he will wonder what you're telling. Second day he'll wonder. One day he will ask you, Papa, what this means. Or one day he will think what this means. You keep on telling him the same words.
Okay. Sure, sure.
Next question.
Shivam Sarji.
Shivam Ashok.
Sarji, some people say there are many yogas. So I want to know if there is any Buddhi yoga.
There is so much
Buddhi
yoga. There is chai yoga, there is coffee
Buddhi-
yoga, there is
Buddhi
paratha
yoga.
yoga, there is pakoda yoga, there is whiskey yoga. How many yogas do you want? I will give you. Tell me what yoga you want.
No, Sarji, I want to know what is Buddhi yoga. How to go into Buddhi yoga?
My dear,
How to-
Ashok, you already know. Now I am asking you. According to you, how many yogas are there according to what we have learned?
5.
Tell me out of the 5 which is Buddhi. Dhyana yoga, Bhakti yoga, Karma yoga, Jnana yoga, Prema yoga. You tell me which is Buddhi yoga out of these 5.
Dhyana.
Then you know the answer. Then why you are asking the question?
But some people say there's no Buddhi yoga or separate yoga for Buddhi. You get
Ashok, they don't know what you know, Ashok. You know more than them. You give them lecture if they are willing to listen. What is Buddhi yoga? Buddhi yoga means Vivek. Vivek is Gyan. Jnana yoga is same as Buddhi yoga. Why they are giving these fancy names? Because they want to impress. People know today's world, people are so lost. People are so lost in ignorance. People are so lost in mithya that Ashok, that they are all lost. We should not worry about the people who are lost. Ashok, you must trust and you must be sure. If there is a 6th yoga, I will be the first person to tell you.
no, Sarji,
I knew.
they feel
Well,
they know more.
let them know. Ask them, no, you go and ask them the question, what is the difference between Jnana yoga and Buddhi yoga? I'll let them answer. Let them answer.
Right, Sarji. Correct.
By giving different names, it's not going to help, no, Ashok. It's only confusing. We are only confusing the matter.
Right, correct, Sarji.
What is
We
Sunil
use our Vivek.
Vivek yoga, Buddhi yoga, Jnana yoga, same. Dhyana yoga, Raja yoga, same.
Thank you, sir.
So that is not reason we bought Prema yoga because it was a new state of yoga.
Right.
Dhyana yoga, Bhakti yoga, Karma yoga, Jnana yoga. What is the yoga for samsara? What is the yoga to be in samsara? Prema yoga. You can be in the samsara and you can love, but love as divine.
Divine.
Don't love as no ishq, majazi, ishq hakiki.
Hakiki.
Let the love be divine love.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Next question we have from Sunil Chittan. Without a Sadguru, no moksha possible. Then why people do not seek? My dear Sunil Chittan, my dear Chidanand, without a Sadguru, let's not use the word Sadguru, better I use the word Guru. Without a Guru, it is impossible to get moksha. Why people, you're asking me why people are not seeking a Guru or seeking moksha is because they are pulled in the other direction. My dear Chidanand, people are pulled in the wrong direction. And it's like a tug of war. You're pulled in the wrong direction. If you are weak, you will be pulled. But if you are strong, you will not be pulled. I was strong. I was very strong. When my guru taught me, when I went to my guru for 25 years. You all are lucky, man. You all are I told you all are lucky. You can get answer on a question every day at 8 o'clock. For me to get answer, sometime I had to wait for 2 to 3 months to get one answer to a question. You are lucky. So, why people don't seek moksha, why people don't seek the guru is because they are pulled in the wrong direction. We have to be very careful. We don't realize we are being pulled in the wrong direction. We are being pulled. I'm telling all of you. I was also being pulled. I was being pulled towards my business. I was being pulled towards money. I was being pulled towards pleasure. I was being pulled towards name and fame. I said, no. I said, no. समर्पण करना जीवन जो ये जिसने दिया वही संभालेंगे. Let us realize, who are we? Why did we come here? This is important. We are pulled in the wrong direction. That's why you should not get carried away by people who are not spiritual. Everybody, I'm living in a house. In my house, I don't find anybody having the same spiritual vibration. So I've not given up my house, but I've not given up my spirituality. Why should I give up my spirituality? My dear friends, let me tell you, this is the most dangerous thing. That if we, because of people, we lose our enlightenment. It's the saddest thing in this world. It may be anybody dear to you. Sometimes you love somebody a lot. Oh, my child, oh, my grandchild, oh, I love so much. But you're losing enlightenment. You're losing enlightenment. You're losing moksha. It's the biggest foolish thing. The biggest foolish thing that we are doing. Our priority, we can take care of our children and grandchildren and anybody, but not with losing moksha, not with giving up enlightenment. We must not give up the journey of enlightenment for anything, for anybody. What did Dasi Budrani ask? Read.
What should I do when somebody is angry and egoistic for almost 1 hour? I respond with calm apology and repeatedly say sorry. Is it the correct reaction?
If somebody is angry and we also get angry, my dear Dasi, then we become two donkeys in the room. If somebody, suppose somebody is angry at me, somebody is misbehaving with me, somebody is battamiz with me, somebody is hurting me, I also react the same way. Then what? That's called short circuit. That is called. So when you know, Dasi, can I give you an example? Dasi, you are living in London, no, Dasi? In London, Dasi, they say there are two types of trees. One tree is the oak tree. When the wind blows, Dasi, the wind blows and blows and blows and blows, and the oak tree will stand like that and stand and stand and stand till the wind will break it. And in London, the other tree is called the willow tree, from which they make cricket bats. Yeah. When the wind blows, you know what, Dasi, what the willow tree does? When the wind blows, the willow tree just bends. The wind blows and the willow tree comes back. So when I find somebody with ego, with anger, you think I don't find? Oh, I find every month I will be having one experience at least of anger. I get so much that comes to me. Then what do? You know what I say, Dasi? You know what I say to myself? What must you say to yourself, Dasi?
I'm happy. So I just want to double check, whether I've done the right thing.
You must tell yourself, Dasi, Shanti se mila, kya hasi anand, Satya ke chit mein mila, Satchidanand. Learn these 4 lines, Dasi. Just learn these 4 lines. And you will be in peace.
Please send me the 4 lines.
I'll send you. And then if you learn the whole bhajan, then if somebody's angry with you for whole week also, and the egoistic with you for days together also, nothing will happen.
Okay, thank you.
When somebody gets angry with me, you know what I say, Dasi? I say, okay. I say, agree. They tell me you're a donkey. I say, agree. You're a monkey. I say, agree. They say, I will kick you. I say, I agree. I will kill you. Okay, agree. Then what more? If you agree to everything, then what, Dasi? Then what's the problem?
Okay.
So don't resist. What you resist will persist. Don't resist. Why? What should I do when somebody is angry and egoistic for only 1 hour and I respond with calm, apology, reportedly say sorry? Don't need to say sorry also, Dasi. What you can say is, say you are right. You are right. But Dasi, remember one thing. In some time, that person will change and come around. When that person gets out of their anger and ego, they will realize, Dasi, They will realize that.
The person change after 1 hour.
So what is the challenge, Darcy? In that 1 hour, if you lose your cool and you say something wrong, then you break the relationship. You lose that person, you lose your peace, you lose everything.
That's right. Okay.
So next time, Darcy, it may be 2 hours. Sometimes for me, it is 2 days. Then what do I do for 2 days?
But
The
it's
person is
easy
very
said
angry.
than done.
Huh?
It's easy said than done.
No, but I am doing that. See, I am not
Yes,
telling you
yes.
something theoretically. I am telling you practically.
Yeah, that's true.
Somebody who is as important as my life tries to murder me for 2 days with a knife again and again and again and again. Then what do I do?
Mm.
I just
Yeah.
be quiet. I just remain in the state of quiet. शांति में है जो जीवन जीता सत्य का चित करता वो आनंद पाता. Dasi, when you trust Dasi, you trust completely, and when you see the divine in one and all, you will hold, your life will change. Your whole life will change.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, please. We have got Bliko.
Yeah, Shivoham,
Shivoham.
I just got one question right now, that
Yes, sir.
we don't react to the person who is misbehaving with us. That is
Yes.
correct. But in justice system, what we see, if somebody do wrong thing, they punish them. So it is a reaction system, right? It is not a correcting system.
Yeah, of course.
So what is the actually right way to, rectify this type of criminals and
My dear Bliko, it is very
Yeah.
simple. Whatever karma they do, they will pay.
Yeah.
If we do the karma, we have to pay.
Okay.
Suppose today that person was very angry with Dasi. That is that person's karma. If Dasi reacts, means Dasi is creating another karma.
Yeah, it will be also trouble. Yeah.
If somebody is misbehaving with me, that is their karma. They will pay. But if I also misbehave, then
Will also pay. Yeah, to pay.
then I also have to pay.
And you know what, in our real life experience, when I introspect and go back to the anger and the situation like that, and I misbehave and I react, forget about the karma, but I immediately get the result like uneasiness, loss of peace of mind, and some more damage from the other party, because he will also react, right? Further.
So you think Bliko, the one who gets angry at us and the one who gets upset at us, you think they are very peaceful?
They are
not
very much
peaceful.
miserable. Yeah, very much
Oh,
miserable.
they may act like they are very happy, and they may get lost. You get lost, you bloody fool. Don't come in front of my face. Huh? I don't want to see your dirty face again, they may tell you. But you think they are happy?
No.
My dear Bliko, you think they are happy? They are not happy.
Mm.
So we have to learn to be divine.
Hello.
We have to learn. Yes, Pushpa, after the call, please. We have to learn to be divine.
Thank you.
We have to learn to be divine. Huh?
Yeah.
Because we should not react. Because if we react, then we are not behaving like we have realized the truth. Whenever somebody is bad, somebody is not behaving properly, you see the divine in them. Don't see the negative in them. Don't look at the wrong in them.
Like you said, the glass has dirty water. Just forget about dirty water. Concentrate on glass.
That's a new example I gave you today. You're going to break the glass.
I like.
Huh?
No.
पानी गंदा है तो ग्लास को
पानी फेंक दो.
पानी फेंक दो. ग्लास को clean करो. You know something, Bliko? Whenever people get upset and angry, and if we are good, things will turn around the right way. Right. We should be good. We should not be bad. If we are bad, then we are creating short circuit.
Short circuit, yeah.
We should not create short circuit. This is what I told Dasi. Dasi knows what I said is right. If Dasi had got 1 hour, that person was getting angry with Dasi, and Dasi had reacted, Dasi knows what would have happened. That would
Yeah.
have created a fire.
Fire. Yes.
Next question. We have just few more minutes to close, but I'm going to give you, today is my last day in Iceland, and tomorrow I fly back. But you know, I'm always flying. So, today you will see me here, tomorrow you will see me this, because I'm always on a retreat. I'm always trying to be in that state of Sat Chit Anand. Huh? So we have Gautam.
Let's prepare.
Sip Gautam.
फिर भक्ति में है शक्ति. शक्ति का मतलब क्या है? Can we get moksha only doing bhakti? Because bhakti में है शक्ति.
Bhakti mein hai Shakti. Shakti, you must use that Shakti to take the help of a guru and to have mumukshutva and go in quest of the truth. The Bhakti will give you the power. The Bhakti will give you the power not to sink in bhoga. The Bhakti will give you the power not to go in the wrong track. So if you keep in one hand Bhakti, 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 like I told Yogini, keep white kerchief in your hand. Suppose on you take an example, and all the time you just say Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. How can you go wrong? Tell me how you can go wrong if all the time, 24 hours, this is playing in your background music. Can you do? Can you do 24 hours background music? Can you do? If you do it, you are pakka to get moksha. I guarantee you will get moksha. But we are not able to do that. So try to keep in that. Yes. I am a divine happy soul, want to connect with super soul. What's the answer? I have somebody new is asking a question. Last 1 or 2 questions if somebody wants to ask. Like I said, tomorrow we have a call, and day after we have a call as well. There are 2-3 new questions coming. I don't know who they are, but there are some new questions. So anybody wants to ask any more questions? We have just reaching the end of the session. And today's session, repeating to you, seek the divine, seek moksha. Don't go in the opposite direction, because if you go in the opposite direction, you are doomed. My dear friends, I have gone in the opposite direction, and I have lost my path, and I have come back. And now I don't want to lose my path. I don't want to lose my path of the divine. And I urge all of you, don't lose the hand of the divine. We have got Swaraj Sagar says, I am a divine and happy soul, want to connect with super soul with conscious mind. So Swaraj Sagar, what you're wanting to connect with the super soul is inside you. My dear swaraj.sagar.gmail.com. If you want to connect to that, you know what is the way to connect to that subconscious, so super soul with conscious mind? You know what is the way? It's very simple. It's very simple. Just let go of your ego. Just let go of ego. If you let go of E means I. A means I. That word E is actually I. If you let go of ego, then God will come. D will come because you will realize God is simple. And the last question from Mitesh. Hare Krishna, sir. In this ultimate goal of enlightenment and not to get entangled in samsara, I am 31. I am really in a conflict and confused day and night if I should really marry and dive into the grahastha jivan. Because that would ultimately pull me with more and more responsibilities, bhoga. If I don't, there's the guilt of running away from responsibilities. And if I dive into the guilt of making a wrong decision, would that be the right track, really? Your advice? You're asking a very dangerous person for advice. Because for me, I always believe that marriage is a deterrent. It's not my belief. That is why all the saints of this world, all the swamis, they do not get into a marriage if they want enlightenment. Now, having said that, my dear Mitesh, if your ultimate goal is enlightenment, If you're telling me, if your ultimate goal is enlightenment, then you give me the answer. Can marriage help you? My dear Mitesh, can marriage and children, can it
I
help you?
don't know, sir. I'm really confused.
No, you tell me now. Stop for this moment and think. I'm asking you, what is enlightenment? What is mukti, moksha? It is freedom. It is freedom from this world. If you are going to get attached to a family, a wife and children, can you be able to give your attention to your enlightenment? It's a question you need to
No,
ask
I
yourself.
can't.
No, if you say I can, then please
I
get married.
cannot.
One time. You can get married not even 4 times to change your religion. So it's up to you. For me,
Yes.
you know what Socrates said, Nitesh? You know what Socrates said?
Yes.
Socrates said, if you get married,
Okay.
either you will be happily married forever, or you will become a philosopher. No,
Okay.
what it means? No, it has got a deep meaning in it.
Yes.
If you're married and you're so busy with your wife and children,
Mhm.
you're so busy because you have to take them for movie, you have to take them for mall, you have to take them for dinner, then there is the time for enlightenment.
Correct.
That's a choice. You make the choice. You are telling me you want enlightenment. You don't want enlightenment, then you live, you die, you come back, again no moksha. Again you live, again you die, again you come back, again you live, again you die, again you come back.
That would be cycle. Repeated cycle.
So you decide. One thing is clear. If we attach ourselves to people, if we are attached, that is not a good thing. We have to be detached. And
Correct.
what the question is, and what is the point of getting married? If I have an opportunity of getting married, then I should think 10 times. That
Right.
does not mean, just because I'm saying this, that does not mean the rest of the people are not going to get married, right? Shadi wo phal hai. Huh? Mitesh, you know Hindi?
Yes, sir.
शादी वो फल है जो खाए तो भी पचता है, ना खाए तो भी पचता है. You heard that?
Yes.
Huh? If you eat also, yo, what is this marriage, man? What a marriage. And if you don't eat, you keep on saying, I should have got married, yeah. I should have got married, yeah. I should have got married, yeah.
वही है ना सर, फिर आगे जाके पता चलेगा गिल्ट है.
So you have to use your buddhi. You know, in Hindi में they say, जो बुद्धि से नहीं पर जो मन से काम करते लोग उन्हें बुद्धू कहते हैं. सही और गलत का जो भेदभाव ना करते लोग उन्हें बुद्धू कहते हैं. हर इंसान को प्रभु ने विवेक दिया है. विवेक से ही हमें अपना जीवन चुनना है. अविद्या में जो जीता लोग उन्हें बुद्धू कहते हैं. Use don't be in avidya. This decision, I am not telling you the decision. You use your vivek, you use your intelligence, and you decide.
Yes, sir.
I hope you got the answer, but you have to decide with your
Yes, it's my call. Yes.
Yeah, not with your mind. Not with your mind, because mind will not give the right answer. So, my dear friends, with that note, remember this. Our goal is moksha. Whether you do this life or next life. This life, you are lucky you are on this call. This life, you are lucky that you have come up to this point of enlightenment. This life, you are lucky that you are a believer in it. Imagine you are born in another life in Africa, in some remote area where there is no chance of you being enlightened. You know what it can mean? It can mean that you can be caught in this cycle for hundreds of years. You can be caught in the cycle for hundreds of years and hundreds of janmas. We should not lose this opportunity of moksha, of being enlightened, of being liberated, of being united with the divine. And with that note, I bow down to you for your divine presence every day. You teach me everything Every day you teach me something. Every day, because of you, I learned one small thing, because I am just nothing. I am just a reflection of the divine. And you bring so much wisdom. You bring so much power to this call. I bow down to you.